be where you are, to be where you
Crucial times for Bitcoin, as they always are. 97,600 for BTC, but I see a big Short squeeze possibly coming. There's a $101,000 bit of liquidity there hanging above us. Let's take a look. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time on this beautiful Saturday night with the Crypto Lifer, Sam Price. Welcome to the show. Hope you're having a wonderful time. I wouldn't want to be with anybody else but with you here on this wonderful Saturday night. Saturday nights are a special kind of stream here. It's only the OGs that come through every single Saturday night. God bless each and every one of you that are kicking it with me. Thank you. I'm using that castor oil on the face. That castor oil has the face looking fresh. Shout out to all my lovely people, man. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Introducing the Crypto Lifer Show. I started Sam Price. God bless you, man. Shout out to REEVE Song Records in the house as I read that awesome comment. And blessings on blessings to everybody out there. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And let's take a look at this chat. Let's get the live chat pumping and see what's happening. Okay. Look at this. I was looking at this thing. It has a bit of an Adam and Eve spare parts universe. I have no idea what it is. It just had an Adam and Eve. I was just looking at it. It probably is nothing. I didn't buy a dang thing. Unicorn fart ball. You never know, right? You never know. And so, I mean, how about Libra getting absolutely smashed? People lost a lot of money on that thing. People are kind of silly, man. Reeve Collins. That's the guy, the US Tether guy. Interesting. I wonder what's going on there. That does have locked liquidity. I wonder why. You know, the Tether dude, market cap 349,000. Reeve Collins. I don't know. This thing is kind of on my radar here. That is the founder, CEO of Tether. I interviewed him actually on the channel. I went to DSYNC Miami, and he was actually at a summit thing at the Radisson or some type of hotel. And I saw him talk and was able to interview him, ask him a few questions. Reeve Collins. Anyway, this is interesting here. Very small market cap. Could probably maybe go to zero. What I like to do here is we'll take that copy. We'll go over to that antirugagent.com. We'll put in the contract address here and we'll see, hey, give us a score inside and tell us, you know, again, just because it's good doesn't mean, but wow, it has a 93% safety score, but it only 603 wallets, less than a day old. The top 10 holders do hold 13%. The highest individual holds 2% of the entire supply, but it does, oh wow, it just went back to a 45. Yikes. So be careful there as more people buy and as it gets centralized. Anyway, remember today we were here, suggested that we could get the pump into the green box at 8 p.m. We did not get it. The candle will close tonight, or just close at 8 p.m. there, and our next close beginning, but we did not get it. We were there for a second. We were wicking. We had the candle looked really green, and we were just right there. It was about a little more, and I was about to make the prediction where we were on the green box. So look, this is where we were earlier today. Really, we could just kind of extend this, extend that. The 1 hour still looks good to me. Nothing has changed. Like, we didn't go all the way up and get overbought. The indicators still look flat to me, like we could get a bit of a pump. We're still above the 200 MA. As long as we stay above the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame, I am bullish. The 2 hour time frame looks good to me. I like the 2 hour. And I keep telling you, when these moving averages get tight, like, you know, when the 21 starts to pull up, we usually pump up to the 200 MA. We're at a high volume node. This is an Adam and Eve double bottom. This could be the final chapter of the move back to the upside. You see the Adam and Eve. Here's the Adam. That is the Eve. This is an Adam and Eve. We've been on it since it was here, and here. And we continue to stick to the script here. You can see it drawn right there. The Adam and Eve double bottom. And then we saw that this was inside of a symmetrical triangle. That's going to go either way. All right. And then you could play with the smaller flag here, which is on the 1 hour time frame. Or you could just say it was just a breakout, fake out. To me, it's still this pattern here, this line and this line, still a pattern. And it is a symmetrical triangle, which mainly break to the downside. So it kind of tells you, hey, this may actually struggle. Let's clean this up. We'll get rid of the moving averages for a second because there's a lot in there to pack in. But we'll rebuild all this. We'll get back to this in a second anyway. I'm going to delete everything, which is like, what? Sam, no. You had so much awesome. I know. But we're going to double click here. All we need is the big boy indicator. We're going to flood on, run on back here to the weekly. This will close tomorrow night. And we stalk this price action on my channel every single day. And we do our top-down analysis. Who here loves this channel for this consistency top-down analysis? I love it. We don't stop 2 times on the weekend. Like, who goes live twice a week? And it's insanity. I have no life. Hey, I spent a good amount. I spent the whole afternoon with my kids and my wife. You know, my wife was super nice to me. She gave me a thank you. And, you know, my kids were happy. And it was just a beautiful day. You know what I mean? So, blessings on blessings to everybody out there. 333. Shout out to my lifers. And we got 333. People love the top-down analysis. So, look, I took this big wick here. And that's the conservative move. And it takes us to 141,000. Then, if you kind of bring this all the way to the end of that wick, that would be the logarithmic range from wick to wick. Algorithmic the long range from wick to wick. That gives us almost 160, about 158,500 for Bitcoin. Nothing like flavored water. And that's all I drink. Flavored water is it, strictly, all day long. Big Wick Energy all day. Where is Big Wick Energy? Where is that guy? What happened to that dude? Shout out to Peter Eckel. So boom. And we could be headed to 160K for Bitcoin. This would change the game. And again, we could turn... I want to make this clear because people are going to attack me if Bitcoin goes like this, retests and dumps, and goes back to here, and they're going to say, you were so bullish. Hey, there's a big chance this could happen. I mean, there's a chance anything could happen. There's a chance anything could happen. Okay? No, I don't drink. It's not a cranberry vodka. It is a, I don't know if I'm allowed, it's a Spindrift, raspberry lime Spindrift. It has sparkling carbonated water, raspberry puree, and lime juice. No sugar added. None at all. It's literally just... They're great. They're absolutely great. I love them. I love them. Spinny. Catch me a spinny, mate. So, yeah, this is beautiful. As long as this candle stays green, I would like it to make a bullish engulfing. I like tomorrow's to get some love. I'd like to close this wick. But even if it just closes like this will be a good sign that we could head further back to the upside. The next weekly candle would open green, hopefully right here, and we would begin our move back to the upside. Might take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might take 5 more weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. And we could get in, and then boom, Bitcoin's going to have to, and then we could even go 6 weeks and dump. I'm open-minded. I'm going to take it one step, one day, one candle at a time. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going to show up every day and work at it. And see, that's what I can commit to you. That's what you can commit to yourself. All right? So the weekly looking good to me. So far, so good. We'll take it. All right, we'll take it. Tomorrow, I wish it closes a little further up, but we'll take it. The 3-day closed on Friday night, and it closed green, everybody. And that was a beautiful sign. You know, we got that green close on the 3-day chart, and it started to kind of build that picture that we could get the bounce. Technically, I mean, after the and this is the biggest liquidation in the history of Bitcoin, bigger than the FTX collapse, bigger than COVID crash. This is huge. So much money was in the market, so many people got absolutely obliterated, liquidated, and smashed. Smash-a-roni. So this is a beautiful falling wedge that broke to the upside, you know, or attempting to. And again, we'd like to see this candle follow through. It closes in 1 day and 23 hours. Let's get that pump a lump. And then here we are on the daily time frame. Look at the MACD about to cross. RSI is in a good spot. Stochastics RSI pushing to the upside on that daily, showing momentum to the upside. And I'm just saying, hey, you know, get in her with a stop below that wick, and there's a chance we just ride it up to the daily. Chance it does come down and wick you out. But I'm willing to take the chance here on this long. So I opened up a long. We'll see where it goes. It's pretty, you know, 500 for 2,000. We'll see. They'll get me for 500. I'll make $2,000. We'll see where it goes. We take a look here at the 22-hour time frame, and I'm going to be using the 200 MA as my basically, like, if we can stay above it, see how we've kind of moved up. If we can stay above it, we can get our move further to the upside here and bang, you know, and this can be looked at somewhat like a double bottom that can break back to the upside. And even just like this, we may even just consolidate. And look, you can hold shift. A cool way to do this is you can hold shift, go sideways here. Look, that says, you know, 35 days. Oh my gosh. But I did say, you know, 3 to 6 weeks, it could take some time, right? 6 weeks is 42 days. You know, so it could take some time. We could consolidate here before Bitcoin gets ready for a, I mean, the tighter it gets, the longer it consolidates, the more it's going to load up for a massive move. So you kind of want it to take some time. You know, the patient trader, again, that would almost kind of begin to build for some type of bigger super cycle too, as well. But let's, you know, that's a lot of speculation. Let's slow down. Right now, we just want to see a move to the upside here for Bitcoin. We want to stay above the 200 MA on the 22-hour time frame. If we break below the 200 MA, it's back to this doldrums, what's going to happen, and we could be dumping. So we're not out of the water yet. I don't want everyone to think that it's only up only and there's no way we can dump. I'm open-minded, and we're still at what I call the cusp. Like, anything could really happen. We're looking up better than we were because we're away from the liquidation. We've pumped now. We're looking way better than we were, but anything is still possible. I don't want anybody here getting too complacent on my team. Any one of my lifers acting like it's up only and there's no way we could see some downside. We must know that anything is possible. So you can see here now we have resistance, heavy resistance at about 98,350, you know, and you're really 98.5 is what I want us to get above that psychological area at 98,005. But you know, and we're just getting tighter inside of this on the 8-hour time frame. You can see it. And like, did we break out? In my humble opinion, I feel like we have. And what's really wacky is, you know, see, this is like, and then this Adam and Eve here that I'm going to, you know, we're going to point out again that we talked about at the beginning. See how I showed it to you at the beginning and then I brought you back into it using technical analysis. Now you get how we got here. Now you're like, okay, I see what Sam's doing. I'm picking up what this man is putting down, right? And so symmetrical triangles break down 90% of the time. They're supposed to be 50-50. So this tells me that this is likely, likely going to break down somewhere to 94,600. But there's a chance we break up, and the chance is the 200 MA. So now we're looking at the 4-hour, and you can see we're going to just clean this up, and we're getting tight inside here on the 4-hour time frame. And you can see like a move will be made sooner than later on this 4-hour. Today we went sideways, not much happened. Look, we went, you know, if you look at the 4-hour, nothing burger. Let's look at our daily candle and just see what happened today on the daily. The daily opened at 97.5 and 47 cents. The high was 97.97.2 and 26 cents. The low was 97.223 and 58 cents, and the candle would close at 97.569 and 66 cents, up $69. So we did nothing burger today, up $69. Like, for an asset that big to only move $69 is almost insanity. But hey, massive liquidations, CPI, PPI, a lot happening, a lot of liquidity getting moved around, and then low volume on the weekends. So it makes sense. The weekends have been slow. So here we stand on that 4-hour time frame. When you zoom into the 1-hour, there's some, you know, missing gaps in space because it's not as clean. And then again, like I showed you, you kind of almost have to look at this idea and watch for this. And this is a symmetrical triangle. That could break either way too. So you got, you know, this starts to dump, then you think the bigger one will dump too. This starts to pump, then you think the bigger one. So you got both of these kind of looking at you. And that's 99,000 or 96,139. So I'm long because we're above the 200 MA. The second we lose the 200 MA in the 1 hour, I'd likely cut off my bigger long on the daily, and I'll obviously get stopped out on my scalp. So it'll be a wrap, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I like what I'm seeing above the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame. I like that we double bottomed here. I like that we've kind of working our way on out. But be careful, it's low volume weekend, and it could easily just dump us to the downside. It could easily pump us to the upside either, just like we did the other day there too. I'm just bullish when the 1 hour has crossed the 200 MA. And I can show you back in time, like it could be the weekend, whatever. Like here we crossed. And you know, we could just be in this flag, similar to this flag right here, how we're going sideways above the 200. And look what a beautiful move it came out to be. So I'm just there. I'm just doing my thing, playing my model. It could be completely wrong. But I've done very well trading flags above the 200 MA, so I'm just going to continue to do so. I know it's the weekend. I know I'm a little stubborn going against the grain, and I probably shouldn't. But it is what it is. You know, I'm Sammy Cup and Handy, and I do me. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. I hope you saw my macro technical analysis, and it got you going. That video is meant to get you going there. But take a look here. I mean, this is a nice little flag here, too, on the 15. I'd like to see this total market cap bounce off the 200 MA and continue up on this 15-minute. This would be absolutely wonderful. It means Bitcoin and the altcoins would start to get a move. We're at $3.18 trillion in this market. And then here we're looking for a possible, I don't know, build up, head and shoulder, but at least a bounce back to the top of the channel. Top, bottom, back to the top of the channel here. We'll reconvene. For the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency, I really like this 15-minute flag. I'd like to see it make a bit of a move here to the upside. Bitcoin dominance showing some bearish divergence there on the 15-minute. But the bigger time frames, not so bad. Still, so look, it looks like altcoins may get a little bit of love here. And we'll see. Draw this trend line. There's a chance it uses this as support. Let's see. A little bit of support there, but it is likely it comes back down, but it could bounce. If Bitcoin dominance bounces here and starts to get tight, then you know it's like getting ready for a big move for Bitcoin. If it can fall down here and fall down, we get a little bit of love for the altcoins. I'm more partial to the fact that Bitcoin's going to rip, but we'll watch the charts to see what happens. Bitcoin plays out better than the dollar. What video plays? Study it. Don't leave home without it. Amen. Wow. So in 1 minute, look what this thing did. It went up 200% in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. It did a 2.4x and then dumped. Insane, right? This stuff is treachery. Let's take a look here at MANDY. And I own none of this, put nothing in it, but the thing continued to rip. Look at this. And it's up 332% since I put it out. And I just trade those flags. Those flags look good. They play out on everything. All coins, Forex, Bitcoin. You know, they play out on Bitcoin like they play out on a meme coin. Like tight moving averages. Ready to rock. You can put on the RSI and the stochastics, and they'll just, you know, they'll be low, ready to rock. Like right here, they were low curving. Right there, ready to rock. Wow, Mandy just doing damage, hitting an $8 million market cap. I own none of it. I have nothing to do with it. I hope it does well for anyone. May God bless you. But the TA played out. I mean, it boomed up, made a flag, and it continued to moon. You could see the next measured move for it. And this is just technical analysis. I'm not a genius here. It just says it's going to go to about 0.09, and then it'll burn a zero, hit a penny. That'll be pretty crazy for the team. But wow, look at that thing absolutely mooting. And don't be surprised if it's supposed to now eventually get a pullback to the 618 if it's healthy and continue its journey. So around 9, maybe even a penny, it could pull back here. I'd watch it very closely. Let's take a look at the one coin that I would be trading. All right, that looks pretty good to me, is Hyperliquid. I mean, it's been holding its own at 25, regardless of what Bitcoin did a long time ago, right? So Hype's just been hot. And I like to look at Hype too on Deck Screener. But Hyperliquid. And you can see it just, I put it out to the trading group, and it still looks just absolutely wonderful compared to the rest of the market. And again, it's the winning horse. It's the strongest thing in the game. So now they only have, I believe they only have it on MEXC as a perpetual. So it could be traded with a 1x lev, technically, for gains. Let's see. And then you could also trade it, of course, on Hyperliquid. I mean, where they want you to. CoinCoin's got it too on spot. CoinX has it on spot as well. BitGet, a few other places. There it is, of course, on Hyperliquid. Weeks has it. So Weeks has it spot, which is nice. So yeah, it looks like something, again, you know, who knows? The market could still dump. Something could happen. But right now, strongest coin of the game. And I did put it out maybe about a week ago now, and it's still about sideways, but probably at 23. It's up a little more. And as I said, this is the only thing I would be touching right now. And if you had just joined my trading group, that would have been, you would have been like, why? And you would have researched it. Maybe got educated into what Hyperliquid ecosystem is, figured all that stuff out, had some fun. And the point is to educate you so you understand a lot more. All right. Yeah. Face melting. Amen. And let's take a look at XCN. XCN too, another promising coin on my radar. So what I like when there's these massive market meltdowns, there's always a few coins that stand out. Yeah, so I like XCN here. See how it's making this flag? Again, the last time we had that beautiful, I mean, that gave a beautiful trade right here. The last time I gave XCN was around here. It's still in the money if you were in. You're still up. Isn't that crazy? Despite all the shenanigans. So I like XCN here near the 618, bouncing off the 786 in this flag. The daily oversold. And again, I'm in it. It could go to zero. But I'm deciding to buy into these areas. If I did 1,000 trades and 900 of them I bought at the 618, the odds at 80% or more I'd probably do pretty well on. You know, because I'm not chasing the top. I'm buying these beautiful areas of love. The 618, baby, and the bounce off the 786. The Fear and Greed Index getting a bit of a bounce here. Prices for Bitcoin telling you they may have gotten the cheapest prices for Bitcoin. Remember when I DCA'd at 94, 95, 96 when the market was dumping? And we still may get some good prices, but I'm always paying attention when this thing gets anywhere into the shaded region, anywhere below 50, into the 40s, 30s, 20s. Please, 20s would be absolutely amazing. You know, give me 20. Drop down and give me 20. Shout out to the people here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. And somehow I have something's wrong here. Okay. Yeah. All right. It said monetization was off. I was like, no, it should be on. It should be on. We monetize. That's the deal. Can you check Destra, an AI coin? Yes. Likes up to the lifers. Let's coin it. Amen. Likers up to the lifers. Let's coin it. Amen. Let's take a look at Destra DSYNC. That's why it's hard to, it's not, people look for Destra, but it's DSYNC. Wow, this thing got hammered. Absolutely. It's where it basically began. So you have to really believe in gaming and believe in this coin. I think it would have double bottomed there, but it lost the sauce. I never bought into this coin. I kind of wish I did when I saw it moon. I was like, man, that thing's hot. And Alex Becker talked about it, but now I'm happy I did not. If you believe in this coin, and Alex Becker does talk about it, but maybe he will give up. You never know. But if you believe in this coin and you really like the narrative and you're into it, again, you're buying oversold areas. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. It could go lower and dump to zero. There could be, a double bottom here. I'm all set. I think there's some better out there, but look for this to make some type of inverted head and shoulder and break on out. Looks like you get a chance to accumulate somewhere in this area, though, for a few weeks at least. Yeah, gaming will return. Yeah, Casper above the 2 hour. Looks like it's about to rip. Coinbase listing on futures. Let's take a look at our baby Caspa. And I'm going to do a whole top-down analysis, but wow, look at Caspa. And it's funny, I did this and I said, remember I drew this and I said, everyone, it looks like it's a slanted Adam and Eve. And I said, let's backtest this and see what happens. And so far, look, it's doing exactly what this slant of Adam, and I drew the line. I said it should break out of this to the upside, and it did that. And now you can see it flagging out of it here on the 1 hour time frame. And kind of moving with Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumps, Caspa's going to pump, and you can see this flag could likely pump to the upside. Wow, Caspa back at 10 cents. And I'll be honest with everybody, I was very close to capitulating. I literally actually thought I was going to go sell it one night on the stream or when the stream was over. The only reason I didn't is I got tired and I fell asleep. The next morning I realized that was crazy. But I really almost did capitulate. I never do, but I almost did. I guess almost capitulating and capitulating are two different things. Like I never did. All right, so I can't say I capitulated. But I mean, did anyone here almost capitulate? I'm serious. I'm being honest. Like I was in from 16K. It went to 100,000. I finally had like 60K left. I said, if this market dumps, it'll go to 20, 30K again. I'll round trip it. I said, if I leave right now, I'll have 60K at least. I said, I'll at least do the right thing and pay myself. And, but I held no matter what, man. Heck, I buy more, buy more of the lows. So Caspa made this Adam and Eve double bottom. I see it ripping back up to 13.8 right now. Look at that thing. And it's, it's in an ugly little consolidation, but in a consolidation nonetheless. And it's following Bitcoin's sideways price action. If Bitcoin can get a rippage, Caspa will follow. Caspa likes to follow because it's proof of work like Bitcoin. So, and the fact that Caspa battled 8 cents is really strong. And look, it's already up almost, it hit 11 and went up 3 cents on 8 cents. That's pretty strong. TPU, the best narrative. What is TPU? Tensor Space. Market cap is 50K. I'm all set. Yeah. No, thank you. But thank you. No, thank you, but thank you there, son there. No, thank you, but thank you there, boy. And can you fan fund? Is it turned off or something? Yeah. What up, Liver? Can you look at Swift Coin, please? We'll take a look at Swift Coin. SWFT. I thought there was a C at the end there. No, you're right. SWFT coin. You got it. You're spot on. Spot on, man. Spot on. So we'll look at it for USDC or USD on Coinbase. Wow. So it had that beautiful run up in January, right? And then boom. And then it peaked, it seems, in February 1st, only to get just trounced and sold off. Attempted to do that Adam and Eve double bottom thing there. See that Adam and then crazy on that slanted. I mean, Caspa just did it. This tells you that this is likely going to be a pretty good spot. Let's take a look at it on the daily. I'm going to pull my Fibonacci here. And you see we're bouncing off of the 618 fib. We're very close. We might get a little more juice down to the 786, but it ain't too bad. And then you got this kind of falling wedge here that could break further to the upside. Head to about, 0.61. I'm bullish on this coin. If it bounces off the 786, it may come down a little lower. I'm not going to trade it or touch it, though. There's other coins that I'm into. But hey, if it hangs out in here, that could be that accumulation, and the next measured move takes it back to 6. That's that would be a pretty substantial move. Yeah, possible about a 3x from there if it can bounce. So it's on the radar. I'll put an alert on it. It might be worth me actually swing trading. And I just put on a vertical line, set an alert there, and let it, and then the alert will kind of let me know what's hot and what's not throughout the day, right? That's the key. The key is setting. You can't track multiple coins and know what's happening in the markets all around the place without alerts. Just not going to happen. Anything pumping right now? It looks like Litecoin's getting a little bit of love right now. Litecoin pumping slightly. Let's take a look at our baby. Litecoin got a lot of love out of nowhere. Litecoin had been getting no love, but all of a sudden got some love. I mean, look at the pump for Litecoin. And I actually went over it earlier today, didn't we? We talked about Litecoin this morning on the live. I said, man, it's in this interesting flag of the 1 hour time frame, suggesting it may want to get busy and pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Litecoin. And they could head all the way up to where, I don't know, 164. Still looks good. I mean, we're waiting on Bitcoin. That's the 333 time frame. And again, waiting on that Bitcoin move. A little bit of bearish divvy there trying to slow us down, but so far it did nothing. And again, rising wedges usually break right down to where they began. But there's something kind of brewing here for Litecoin, and it's looking interesting. If it does get rejected here, it wouldn't be the worst. It would come back down, maybe get tight again, and then make a bigger move, in a couple weeks. But let's just see. There's a chance it does lift off. There's a chance here that Litecoin gets busy out of this rising wedge. The 2 hour looks enticing enough to see what could happen. Thanks for showing up every day. Can you look at DEGEN? Wow, look at the super chats coming on in. You people are awesome. So we've got a man asking about, we got JQ. Can you please look at Telcoin? He says, Telcoin's been hot right now. I actually put it out earlier today. Let's take a look at Telcoin. Did it make it out that flag? Did it get the pump that I was looking for? It did. It went after the stop losses first, though. So I saw this flag earlier today or last night. They went after the stops, ripped the price, and then went to the target and more. Telcoin absolutely doing damage, but it did go after the stops. It lost the sauce there, only to rip back to the upside. So watch out for those stop hunts on the weekend. They love doing that into Friday night there on Valentine's Day, and then boom. But it did go the way it was looking to go. And look at that run for Telcoin, all the way from 0.7 to 1.2. I mean, almost doubled up entirely there for Telcoin. Now it's kind of in some chop. Look at it on the bigger time frame, getting away from the 21-day moving average. The daily, really far from the 21. 22, 12 hour. I guess the 8 hour would be a strong time frame. The 4. Yeah, maybe there's some more legs in it. There's a chance it pumps up some more, like pump, 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 pump. All right? But either way, I'd be looking for one of these or one of those. And waiting to interact back with that 21-day moving average. If it goes sideways, we trade it here. If it goes down, we look for the bounce on a fib. And we get in somewhere here. So how the price action moves will determine what I'm going to do. And we'll come back to it. It could easily continue to pump in my face and none of this could happen. You guys would be like, what kind of trash is this? That's okay. You don't have to understand what I'm doing. I mean, I'd like you to, but not everybody's going to. Especially not at first. It's going to take some time. Love the streams. Looking a lot. Let's look at Render TA. Shout out to Aaron Judge. God bless you, Aaron. Let's really get down to brass tacks here on Render. I have a huge position. What am I going to do with it? What's going to happen here? Well, I mean, that looks to me, either we're going to Adam and Eve double bottom with Bitcoin, or we're going to there is a chance we bear flag this. Now we bear flag, we go to $2 though, and that means like we get a black swan. The altcoins just truly collapse, and it's kind of over, right? Because then it would take even longer to come back, and a lot of these coins are at the bottom of their barrel, like the lowest they've ever been in a long, long time. So Render was in that beautiful cup and handle like every legacy coin, starting its next move up above the 200 MA on that daily. Everything was looking lovely for Render, and then, man, the smashing, right? So there's definitely a trend line. There's a bit of a trend line. You are looking for this bounce back, at least back to the top. And we'll go from there. So the daily suggests, yes, the 22. A little overbought right now, though, and curving. I'll be honest, it doesn't look amazing for render. Like, it looks like we could bear flag a little more. It could bleed a little more down, double bottom first, right? I'd be careful. I'd wait for the 22-hour stochastics to reset. I'm looking for those to come down first and see what they're going to do. The stochastics RSI here. It just looks like this is going to come down, and render may have a little more pain. Back to 368. This has that Adam and Eve the other way. See, it's kind of weird. I'm not saying it's going to dump or to abandon it all, and I'm not selling my render, but I'm ready to go down with the ship, I guess, but it doesn't look amazing at 454. Well, it'd be cool if render gets above the point of control and you see render close a few 1 hour candles above 530. Then I'd look for a flag, and there's a chance we could start to get busy. But until then, I'd be watching that 22 and see how, like, again, similar to Bitcoin though. Bitcoin gets the bounce, this little flag will bounce back to the upside, at least for now, above the 200 MA, and we can reconvene. And every coin is in the Adam and Eve double bottom, just like Bitcoin. I mean, the entire market has the Adam and Eve. It could be the lowest prices you ever buy right there at that liquidation price was at 371, 370 for render. Again, we get back above $5, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Thank you so much, Aaron Judge. Thank you for showing up every day. Can you look at DEGEN? Let's take a look at DEGEN from Anthony Chamberlain. Anthony, you're the best. God bless you. Thank you so much for being a part of this stream and sending in a super chat to ask your question. Let's talk about it again. See how it resonates through the whole market. That exact same Adam and Eve on DEGEN. The same flag looks just like render, right? Can we hold this beautiful uptrend? We stay inside this pocket, and can we get the bounce? If Bitcoin gets the bounce, all these altcoins will kind of give a sign of relief, and at least we could begin the journey back to the upside. If DEGEN can get back above 004802, that's going to be in its main place. But look, it has a point of control, a pretty big gap of the VRVP. We're looking for it to gap back up and head to 006477. It looks like it can do that. Like I said, it all depends on Bitcoin. You can see everything we're seeing. If Bitcoin dumps and doesn't make key levels and starts to fumble, all these coins will lose these key levels too. If Bitcoin moves and holds some key levels and pumps, we're going to be in a good We're going to be in a good spot. So thank you so much, Anthony. Hey, Lifer, can you check out Assemble Protocol? Wondering if it can hit 06. Thank you. Let's take a look at ASM Assemble Protocol. Assemble AI, right? It's on Gate. Remember, that's like the hottest setup I could find right there. And I said that a long time ago, and it's still holding pretty nicely. Okay, here is Assemble. Now, is this the one here on Ethereum? We'll see, because it's at 04. I mean, I don't know what happened to the TA there. It looks insane. No lock liquidity. I don't know if this is it. Let's take a look. If there's another one. It's one on Sol, but it's got like no money in it. Let's all thank the most consistent man in crypto. Thank you for the 1999 from Rave Song Records. May God bless you. That's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Anyone that gives to me, it will come back to you tenfold. Anytime you give to anybody, whether it's me, it's really because it's not about me that you're giving to. It's about your giving frequency. That's going to come back and pull more towards your life. So anytime you give, it's going to come back to you. Gratitude to anyone giving tonight. Another cool thing is I have gratitude because you get to let me say thank you. Anytime someone does something nice for you and you get to say thank you, it's kind of awesome because, as I said last night, the smallest amount of gratitude leads to more abundance. So anytime you can say thank you to anything, it's a blessing because it means you can start that abundance train and get things really running. So thank you for me to be able to say thank you to each and every one of you almost every single day, because it just keeps that abundance, it keeps that gratitude flowing, and I'm very appreciative of it. So I'm gonna say it one last time, but thank you very much. Hey Sam, can you check TPU? Kid called Bitcoin at $8. TPU, the first Bitcoin kid. I mean, I guess 14 years ago, have forgotten this video existed until somebody sent it to me yesterday. Fun to look back. Tom Lapsing. Interesting. $8 Bitcoin. Look how young he was, too. So amazing. 14 years ago, $8 Bitcoin. I don't know, man. You know, not everything has a story. Not everything can moon. This doesn't seem like it's getting picked up by the radar. It was, and they... See, this is what happened. Sniper bots got into it. They got follow wallets. When they noticed enough people were following them and they watched enough buy zones, they started selling off. Then they sold off. The people that know their wallets started to sell off. The insiders got out, and then everybody got left holding the bag. And that's how almost all these meme coins go. That's just the game, my friends. That's just the game. I could be wrong. Maybe a few. There might be 4 or 5%, maybe less. But most of these coins are inside jobs. Doesn't mean there can't be some money. You know, I still made a 7x. You can still make 5, 6, 7x's. But I don't know if, you know what I mean? If you're not on the inside, if you're not the insider, then you're exit liquidity. All right. Deep AI. Look at that thing. Took a beat down. This one looks promising. See how it's like starting to move? See, this is a pattern that I see play out a lot. Almost every one of these does damage. So again, I could be wrong, but that looks interesting to me. And just based on technical analysis, I don't need to know anything. I will look at the... I mean, I remember when Pi came out. Is this the same Pi? Yeah, it's the Pi Network Club. This thing... I think this is just a ripoff of it, though. I'm just giving it a safety score. Not too good. 10 holders own 9%. Highest holder owns 1%. That ain't bad. It doesn't like it too much there, but it ain't the worst. I'll be honest, I like that flag. That could be a quick 100% gain there. But again, you know, high risk, high reward. I'm not touching it, so. Hey, Sam, much appreciation to what you do. Is there any future for meme on Binance? Thank you, Lucas Drummer. God bless you, Lucas. Thank you so much for asking. And let's take a look at what you're saying here. Meme USDT on Binance. You know, it's doing what everything else is doing, the entire market. So if the market comes back, it says everything comes back. It's in the Adam and Eve double bottom, like, you know, so either Bitcoin revisits the, you know, and we start to make a move. You would think this would be the bottom. We got liquidated more than any event in history of cryptocurrency. So, and that has Adam and Eve vibes as well. Says you're above the 200 MA. See, I long when you're above the 200 MA. I short when we're below it. This tells me that a stop below, like somewhere here, might be in order and it could pump. Again, you can see how everything is in the same pattern, right? The one weird thing is BNB, and let's talk about how BNB came out the woodwork, came out with that test coin and just did damage. And if you look at BNB closely and you compare it to the rest of the market, what's uncannily strange is that it was in this pattern, but it broke out of it. So everything else is still here, kind of lagging. BNB said, no, I'm all set. I'm going to rip. Now it still made a crash and went sideways, but the idea is BNB is hot right now at 662, and it doesn't seem to care, and it's taking names and kicking butt. And there's something brewing with BNB chain, like it's coming back to its old days of cake when it used to be the hottest thing in the game. It's been quiet for a while. But there's a chance here that BNB comes back with a vengeance. And we see BNB do some damage and rip up. 1,120 bucks. Right? Looks like a target for BNB. A Zabi and Zabi. So if I was going to DCA into any coin, it would be Hyperliquid. It would be Ondo. It would be Solana, it would be SWI, it would be Bitcoin. Those are it. Everything else, I'd kind of wait off, you know, maybe some little small coins. Let's take a look at GFI. Like, are they dead? You know, I DCA'd into these coins until they told me no mas. I mean, this is a possible double, you know, Adam and Eve now. Is it over? This thing is just, you know, who knows? It still hold the buck. It ain't too bad. Does RWA come back? You got GFI, you got REEVE. I got faith that the things that I believe in and have conviction in will come back. But man, it's when we got back above, that was supposed to be the next leg. The fact that we got rugged that second time was just really a bit odd for me. You know, I guess it's not supposed to. Again, anything could happen. I guess it's not odd because anything is possible at any moment in time. Hard to even make sense of this pattern here as we look at it now. But let's just see if the market recovers. We get back above 66 cents, and then this thing could, you know, maybe make one of the biggest, best recoveries in the history of recoveries, like some type of giant inverted head and shoulder and rip out of here. It does have a measured move once it can really break out of that falling wedge. You're talking a 350 REEVE from 41 cents. That's an 8x or a little, you know, it ain't bad. No, we don't mind looking at Trump coin. Trump coin's cool here. Let's take a look here at Trump coin. Yeah, Trump had a nice bounce, but it was short-lived, ephemeral, so to speak. So we saw this little flag. It looked like this flag was going to break out, and I went over on my channel and I actually gave the trade too. Look at that. The trade played out absolutely perfectly. I talked about getting in Trump at 21 and getting out at 24.50. It hit the exact target and dump. Look at that. Never hit the stop loss. And I went over this, nailed it. I gave this live on the live stream. So Trump played out there, and then it took a beat down. So let's take a look. This is on MEXC, where it really came out after it hit Dex Greener. But it started about 70 cents, and it ripped. And 70 cents to 80 bucks. Look at that. In 2 days. And then, of course, it made this very long. It started dumping. I called the dump, by the way, when the 1 hour was away from the 21-day moving average. This is when I showed each and every one of you that Trump was done. And I posted this on Twitter. There's a post of me saying we're likely going to come back to the 21 up here, and we dumped so hard to it. And then I said, told you people, like, we're going back to that 21, and people probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Probably people who read that post, and I was trying to save them and help them, and they still don't know what I was doing. They have no clue. They don't get what I was saying. They don't understand what I was. And they don't realize that what I showed them that they could use on any market in the world to benefit and make some gains. And anyway, I like what we're doing. We get back above the 200 MA. Bitcoin bounces, then this thing could bounce too. And the last time I saw a bounce for Trump coin, it made a bit of a move. So it says a 41% gains could be coming back to 26 cents for the old Trump coin. Never say die when it comes to Donald Trump. Apparently, you know what I mean? Look, I mean, the dude is a fighter. We all forget about the bullet through the ear. I mean, we act like it never happened. It happened. It actually did happen. That happened, everybody. Whether you want to believe it or not. Some people said whatever they want to say, you know, it was fixed and all that nonsense. I'm open-minded to anything, but come on, man. Like, he moved his head like this. It changed the course of the entire path of our lives. Everyone here. Everybody here. You know, do meme coins come back with a vengeance? They may. I like how WIF did the Adam and Eve double bottom. See this is the signature pattern that I've been noticing. The Adam and Eve double bottom with the little flag at the end. I never saw the flag at the end, but they started doing this little flag at the end. It's almost like their signature. And yeah, WIF does look like it could pump. I still got bags. 68 to 98 would be a beautiful pump. And if it gets back above the 22-hour 200 MA, that's when things start to change and we get a really nice pump to the upside. So I'd get excited that there's a chance we could see some movement back in these altcoins. They may not be dead as a doorknob as previously thought. All right. Lifer, shout out to you and yours, BTC. Funny how the new norm is now. Shout out to Tree Invest, everybody. Yeah. If you have any questions about your 99 membership or one-on-ones or would like to pay with crypto, go to cryptolifer.com and hit the contact button where you can send an email or a notice to our awesome customer service. Can you please check RBNT? It's like mantra, 1 billion. RBNT on perpetuals on MEXC, Red Belly Network. I mean, same thing. Adam and Eve double bottom with the flag. These flags are known to break out above the 200 touching the 21. That looks like it will get busy. I wouldn't be surprised if I see this higher 34% gains. Look at the Adam and Eve double bottom though, friends. Like, this is what we talk about. This is it. You've kind of learned so much. Yeah. One of the lifers getting together. We will come together. We will come together. Bitcoin looking decent in the sideways price action. And it almost looks like when I show up tomorrow, we're just going to be sideways until the weekly close here. And the volatility will begin to pick up when the CME opens. I believe it's at 6 p.m. And I just usually get it confused with the time of the daylight savings. So CME future contracts start. So I just want to let this be known here. So Bitcoin CME future contracts trade Sunday through Friday. All right. With specific hours as follows: 5 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time, including a 60-minute break each day starting at 4 p.m. There are also specific dates where the market has early closes, such as holidays. For example, January 1st, the market will be open at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the next day's trade after being closed on the holiday. So from 5 p.m. to 4 p.m. So it starts Sunday at 5 p.m. to Friday at 4 p.m. Understand? So Sunday at 5 p.m. and that's Central Time. So to me, that would be 6 p.m. Yeah, and that's what so at 6 p.m. the CME futures for Bitcoin begin. All right. I see sideways price action for Bitcoin throughout the night. Nothing to write home about here. But I did give you my bigger outlook and my bigger idea for price action. Can we take a look at VELO Labs, please? Thank you, and God bless. Shout out to my man, Stefan Mallet. God bless you, Stefan. And thank you so much for the $6.99. You didn't have to give, but you did. That's amazing. Let's take a look at VELO Labs for my awesome watcher here today. Let's take a look at VELO. USDT on KuCoin. Now, VELO Labs, we have VELO Finance. VELO, I want to make sure I'm doing the right one. This isn't, I mean, like everything else, there's your Adam and Eve, but then there's your flag, right? And so everything is just waiting. But it is saying, hey, a big move is coming. Bitcoin will rip, and then everything will rip. This could be the bottom. If this rips, everyone's going to believe it's the bottom. And whether it is or isn't, at least for the beginning, at least for this moment in time, like this section here, every coin's going to believe it could be. And there's going to be probably big euphoria. After an Adam and Eve like that, you would suggest this is going to pump. So this does look more bullish than bearish to me, but it all depends on BTC as well. But I like what I'm seeing there for VELO as it's getting tighter inside the range. I'd keep VELO on the radar for sure. VELO, USDT on MEXC and other exchanges. Yeah, so the most likely trade to make us some gains is Hyperliquid. putting 100 grand in there and risking 10 grand is like, well, you know, it might not be the worst deal in the world, but if the market dumps, then it dumps. All right. And we got Mana Ficano asking for XRP. And you know what? I want to see what's up with XRP. Thank you so much for bringing up XRP. Shout out to all my XRP people in the game. Never lost, baby. So look, I love when we get above the 200 MA. So look, we did an this is big, everybody. We did an Adam and Eve double bottom. Biggest liquidation in history. Altcoins, this got back to 174. You're back at 273. Look at this flag. That's likely to play out the way the 21s. You got a golden cross right there. I don't see how this doesn't pump. I would, you know, what I like about this is you can get into the trade with a stop right below the 200 MA. You just can't get your 3-to-1. It's you know, it's not the best. And it's high risk on a Sunday, but that looks bullish to me. It does depend on what Bitcoin does. But it's also got oversold Stokes in the 2-hour time frame for XRP. I like what I'm seeing there for XRP. Very interesting. Possible little tight entry there. Yeah. I want to see the crypto lifer likes going up to the right. Parabolic, please. Thank you. Everyone, can we do what this man asked? That would be very nice. Shout out to Francisco the Christian. Shout out to everybody out here on the live stream. XRP, can we check Griffin from Toro Grande? Can we look at Velo Labs from Stephen Mallet? I know this is out of the norm. Can you look at Trump coin? We did. No, don't worry. That's not out of the norm. Let's take a look at Griffin from Top Grande. And I wasn't trying to miss your super chat there. I just didn't see it. Please. Some people think I'm rude because I'm so good at seeing them. So, wow, look at that. A pump and dumper. Look at that thing, huh? I never trusted that coin anyway, so that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Always liked Major Frog. What did it do? It's, oh, wow, you know what? Since I've looked at it in December 1st, it actually almost lost no money. It's only a little lower than it used to be. Pretty crazy compared to the whole market. You know, a low cap, high risk meme coin barely lost you any money in the entire, it's pretty nuts. So let's take a look at Griffin. Griffin was an ecosystem of itself. I figured it was going to hit $1 billion, maybe even $2 at one point. And it's faded itself all the way back down to like $150 million market cap because the people that bought it, 114 now. Wow. So it's bleeding out completely. Like completely bleeding out. The people that are making videos about it are probably using you as exit liquidity. Again, this had a lot of attachment to virtuals and this was an experimental run, this whole virtual AI agent thing. And it really needed the sustainability of Bitcoin to continue for people to kind of believe narratives that weren't really real. Look for this to make it inverted head and shoulder. If it can do that, then that right shoulder could get you back to the upside. You'd breach, get back above 23 cents, and then, you know, a gap up. I have faith that this project was strong, and it's supposed to be one of the stronger contentions to actually not disappear. But, man, it was at 60 cents. It's now back to 11. If you didn't sell somewhere near the top, you must be kicking yourself. I put this trade out there to the trading group right here. And then we put this flag out there, and we gave you both these trades. They played out very, very nicely. And we found Griffin somewhere around here too as well. Maybe not at the very bottom. But again, attached to that virtual, attached to that idea, the whole cookie. Let's see how Cookie's doing right now. Cookie's sitting at 18 cents. So Cookie was supposed to make that, you know, and we never got it. You know, when the whole market tumbled, we took the beat down. Crazy how it all happened the way it did. You know, everything's looking to see if Bitcoin gets that bounce, and then we can get back to business as usual. Cookie can go to an all-time high, and we can all say, no, it was never going to be like that. I have faith that the ecosystem of virtuals and cookies will recover. I really do. But again, that's me completely speculating, and maybe I'm just overly optimistic. Maybe it's it's just not going to happen. Again, these mainly dumps, so if this dumps, don't be surprised. I just want everyone to say that, to notice that, even though I am pretty bullish, and I've said, hey, I honestly, I'll give you my, I'm not that bullish. Like, I'm like, let's say 53, 47, I'm just a little more bullish than I should be. But I know that it's not amazing yet, and there's still signs of nasty dumpage. This could dump, and we could be at 94.60 before we know it. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and what it's showing us on the liquidity side. This shows you how many people are kind of in a trade with a stop loss and where it's at. I mean, there's a big stop loss there in a short to 100 at about 101.8. And there's a big stop losses here too at 98,099. And there's a chunk of liquidity right there too to 96,100. And a chunk right here too at 98,930. $95,000. So it could go either way. The biggest red is above us saying, hey, we could still short squeeze. And one thing, there was more liquidity further down here the last few days, and it's disappeared. But, okay. The closest red is right there, 96,000. We could still go down. But it's any man's game. You see, we're in a symmetrical triangle. There's liquidity on either side. I will tell you, these 90% of the time dump. So I'm super optimistic. I'm long above the 200 MA, and in my mind, I'm like, dang, but I know that the pattern's telling me now, because later on we might have changed, but this pattern's telling me it's going to take us down. So we'll see, and anything could happen. We could chop down, chop back up, and then make it out. They could make this just a really, really tough round next, right side of this rounded bottom here, if they are to be bullish to us for BTC. So watch this. This is where I would be kind of staying. The 1 hour 200 MA. If we lose that, Rap City. The 15-minute 200 MA, because it's gearing up. If we lose that, it becomes a bearish scenario to me. And then I'm looking for the 1 hour to lose. And then I realized that it didn't play out as thought. Like, and I have to back, basically either cut my trades off and reset. Okay, can you please look at CONVO on Solana? From Nitin Anand. Thank you so much for that super chat. You're awesome. And shout out to all the awesome people super chatting. We have 1,124 beautiful souls here. $70 in chat revenues. Let's get the likes up to the watches, everybody. And everyone, please. I'm on my way to 100,000 subscribers, but I can't do it without each and every one of you. I just can't. I can't make subscribers out of thin air. They just don't happen like that. I need each and every one of you to hit that subscribe button to make this happen. 91,000, we could taste it. Then we're on our way to 92, 93, and then there's that day we're at 99, and then I'm going to be on the channel one day, and we're going to be like, I'm about to hit 100,000 subscribers. It's so close, everybody. It is so close, but it can be closer if you find it in your heart to hit that subscribe button, and we could get there so much faster, and I'd greatly appreciate it. If you look at the lifetime, it's been a journey. Look at this. I started in 2019 in September. And then here I was, look, 2 years later with 200 subscribers. And you'd be like, how the heck? Yes, 2 years. After 2 years of doing YouTube, I had 200 subscribers. 200 subscribers. Most people would have quit by then. They would have said, nobody wants to see me. But look what happened right before I was about to turn away. Somehow at 221, I got 5,000 subs. And then somehow on my third year, after doing YouTube for 3 years straight, I was able to crack about 12,000 right there. That was my third year right there. And then we kept moving. And now look at where we are. Like, and this is a testament to pushing yourself every day. It's a testament to believing in yourselves and going after a goal, no matter who is in your way, no matter who's in your way, no matter what anybody says, no matter what happens in your life. My mother died. My father died. I had I had 2 kids, but luckily I have the greatest woman on earth, my wife, who held me down through every single moment and was always there for me. The strongest best friend anyone could ever ask for. BB, I love you. My wife is the greatest. I have the greatest wife. And my conviction to God, I have my best friend, God. God is there for me. I truly know. Look at the 777s as I say this. As I say this, the 777s flash. And you guys know me in those 777s, man. And right when I said God was with me, like, anyway, but God, my best friend, has always been there. He made, you know, I prayed to God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger. And boy, did he ever. But he gave me such a life that made me so strong to be able to take on all the things around. And I see a lot of people that don't have those skills. They just don't have it. They weren't given a rough enough life. So they just, and I'm like, man, God, you gave me everything. You gave me the ups and downs. I'm so appreciative every single day of everything God gave me, of all the ups and downs. And that's when I see people who are struggling. I'm looking at them, I'm like, they have no idea that that's their gem right now. Their struggle is their gem. If they can turn it into the best thing that ever happened to them, it's up to them. It's your mindset. Successful people turn their struggles into success every single time. Constantly, it becomes a habit. At first, they're not good at it. They you know, if things happen, they get depressed like everybody else. One day they see a real successful person just bounce and they go, man, that guy bounced. I get depressed. I said, I got to learn how to bounce like that guy did. That's why he's so successful. Or that woman, maybe a woman too. I don't want to be sexist here. A person. And then you grow, and then you start learning that's something you have to cultivate. You have to cultivate the ability to be happy, or not to be happy, but to turn every single negative into a positive, to find a way out no matter what happens, to turn that situation into something you're going to use to win. And that's when you really begin to win. What's going to happen is when this market finally does rip, which it already kind of has. You can say you could have bought the bottom at 177. Look at those 777s again there. But you could have bought the bottom at 177. We're back at 277. What do you know, right? Now, I would watch this flag closely. When the market really starts to rip back again, Bitcoin's going to rip back with a vengeance. Dominance is going to rip. We're going to get a boom. We'll get above some key areas. Everyone will see that the Adam and Eve starts to run. 100K, 104. This time, when we get back above 100K, I think the bears are going to be pretty scared. Because if you were a bear and you saw this liquidation and then you saw us playing games, you'd be like, oh, they got it. They're flagging out. And even this move was treacherous here. They pulled us back in with that at the last minute. That was that liquidation out of 93.8 that was also pretty tough. But we got through it all. I traded one of my best trading weeks through this job. I was able to get this move. I made all these moves and then sold the 200 Ms in the 1 hour time frame. Bing, 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 bing. I'll never forget this sell right here. Bang, perfect sell right there. I believe on Fed Day, the Wednesday there. Or it's a Friday, bang. Or was Fed Day right? No, Fed Day was right there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday. Even Wednesday right there, selling right above that 200 MA. But right there, I sold that tap on the 200. Man. And then we played the diamond. If you were with me, I found this to be a diamond. And we said if it came in the diamond, it should go out the diamond. And then I stayed true to it. I said, this looks bearish as heck. The day looks, we're battling, blah, blah, blah. I said, but you know what? I'm gonna stay long on the diamond with my stop. And I was able to win that trade. It was unbelievable. So we're still in the diamond on our way back out of it to the upside here. The reversal is starting, which tells me I may be able to win this trade. That's why I'm long. That's why I'm scalping. That's why I'm taking a shot. Because there's a big chance we get this continuation pump and we flatten these shorts. And you can see there's a big liquidation up there at 101,000. And oh man, if we get up there, that would cause a massive liquidation. And that liquidation would I think we would just cascade into 104,000. This could be a massive trade. And so I'm ready for it. I'd rather get stopped out and have them lacklustered, whatever, and then have to do it again. I'll do it 3 times. I only need it 3 out of 10 times. If I keep trying 10 times and I only win 3 times, I will be profitable. The way I have my risk management set up. Now, I should win more than that, but we'll see. I'm set up to win only 3 out of 10 and be profitable. Let's see if I can win more than that and be extra profitable. I'm excited to see where this could go. So we're stuck in this tight price action for Bitcoin. I can't tell you anymore, but I gave you everything I had. And so did you. This was one of the best live streams I've had in a long time. You people are awesome. Like, unbelievable. Look at the super chats pouring in. You people are great. I love the participation. Thank you so much. No, seriously, thank you. When new people come, you help the algorithm. When you send super chats, you help the algorithm. People see that you're engaging. That's huge for me. That's really big for my entire channel. That's big for me getting to 100K. So anyone that helps me, anyone that sends anything my way, you are blessed. You are absolutely blessed. Thank you so much for everybody here on the live. So can you please look at CONVO on Solana? And I remember looking at this a long time ago. And just so you know, Bitcoin's at 97,600, kind of just hanging. Now, there was two convos. There's prefrontal cortex convo agent with a $9.2 million market cap, which I just want to look at. It may not be weak. It doesn't have lock liquidity. Oh, so we looked at that one. It had a little pump, but nothing. But I believe you like the other one, right? The one with like that, you can see this one here. I mean, this one went sideways and then just kind of, drew out to go nowhere. Just kind of nothing burger there. What's interesting is you can kind of see that Adam and Eve yet again. It's in everything. Bitcoin really battling, Sam, love your stuff, brother. Life at 333. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to Crypto Shoe 33. And there's something good about the Saturday night stream. It's a little lighter. People give me a little more leeway. We get to talk about a few more different things. It's not like Monday. Monday's like, I feel like a stockbroker, like ready to rock. Like, He said, no, it's the other convo, I think. Really? Well, both of them kind of stink. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to say. I can get out of it that nicely. Just kind of move on real quick. A little bit of a move, but nothing crazy for SWFT. Yeah, nice little bounce though. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it got above the 15-minute 200 MA now. See, this is where you would just flag out the 15-minute and see if the 21 can come. If it does, then there's another trade possible. If not, then it's just a pump and dump. Not like, not a real, but I mean, like, for the moment, it's just it's a fast move in liquidity. I dig the Saturday stream. Shout out to Buster Crypto. God bless you. Shout out to D Shuffle in the house. Shout out to Bellico X, J Tabula, and all the awesome people here on the live. You people are absolutely awesome. Sir, how to join your trading group? Is it in a separate from your Discord? No, the Discord is the trading group. You can go and hit the pinned comment at the top of Lakochi. You have the pinned comment for me there that Sean usually posts. I can build it, lose it all, and build it back 90% faster. How? The exact same stuff Sammy teaches: gratefulness, persistence, habits, love, God, manifestation. That is the real sauce here. It really is, man. It's how you make it happen. Nobody can touch you when you understand these principles. The law of a detachment. The law, you detach, it's already going to happen. Yeah, I want to share some things with people. I don't want to brag, but I put an offer for a house in on Valentine's Day, and they accepted my offer. I mean, I put one in, they countered. I accepted the counter. They accepted the counter offer, and bang, man. I'm in there again, Crypto Billy, and I thought about you, man. And this one's more of like I'm only going to live in it for 2 months, and I'm going to rent it out for the rest of the time. But man, I added another investment rental property to the stack, man. And I know you'd be proud of me, man. I know you'd be proud of me. And it was a huge deal. Me and my wife cried, man. Like it was a big deal. It was a really big deal. And I'm just excited to see where this can go. So, yeah. Everything came together. And I know it's a tough time. I know a lot of people got beat, so I'm not trying to brag and be rude. But, yeah, man, a middle-class kid from Boston, on the grind, baby. And just, building a real estate portfolio, grinding up, just staying disciplined. I'll call you tomorrow. Crypto Billy. There's been a lot going on. I'll show you, though. We'll talk about it. Don't worry. I knew what I was doing, man. I only buy what I know, man. I know the area. I know where yeah. I'm going to call you. So, hey, I'm going to call you for sure. I thought it was a little gay to call you on Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? That was classic. Let's celebrate. I love you all, man. Nah, you're awesome. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, you know, joke here and there. I hope people don't get too pissed, you know? We can say that, yeah. If you need a painter, DM in the group chat lifer. Thank you. Scottish Crypto, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Well, the one property's in Massachusetts. Another one's in... I actually have two properties in Massachusetts. One down here in Florida. We're so back, man. Shout out to Master Friend, man. Oh, man. He said... I knew he was lurking out there. I certain things I can say to get you to comment, and I know how to do it now. It's so funny, man. Speak those things that be not as though they are here. To 100K subs, man. God bless you. Thank you for the $20 super chats. And people, man, you people are... I say it too much, but thank you. I don't want to ruin the stream by being repetitively boring. Like, he said it again, you know. But man, thank you. Super grateful, everyone. Super grateful. $115 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. 1,000 people on the live. 520 likes. God, thank you for all these beautiful people that hit the like button. That's a blessing. So is there anything else that I'd be looking at tonight? I gave you my sauce for Bitcoin. I went over everything I could kind of talk about. Went over the few coins that I believe are like the safest plays in the game. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But hype looks like the only thing that I would be worth nibbling on, taking a little bit of a niblet on, right? And even that little flag might get busy here. See, look, this is it's everywhere. The Adam and Eve with this little flag here on hype. And if Bitcoin lets go and things start to, when we get that relief rally, because the altcoins, everyone's just like, oh man, we're not going to zero anymore. Boom. Whatever happened to FULLSEND? Did that thing get completely demolished, or is it still in the runnings? Putting castor oil on my face. Is that something I should be doing? I put castor oil on my face. Is that something I should be doing? Anybody out there put castor oil on their face? It feels good. I think it's why I'm so shiny. So clear, so clean. Man, I wish I could have your mindset, Sammy. You're so successful. I'm very inspired, bro. Honestly, your mind will create the success. Your mind will create the success. Shout out to Adrian Mondo. He puts the castor oil. It's good for the skin. I need a max win. I need a small win, yeah. That doesn't seem right, Cryptomaniac. Absolutely zero toe plus. No, but my dad drank a bit every morning. Don't do that, bro. Take beef tallow instead. Castor oil is amazing for your face. Thank you. I use castor oil pee and face. Yeah. I need a pack of Gadanas over there. Pete Echo, you're funny. Coconut oil. I mean, if you want to go to the toilet life, you guys are crazy, man. He seems gay about that. You guys are just saying. Oh, man. Sammy's killed the game. Need to get my second property like the big homie. Castor oil promotes hair growth through, though. Yeah, I don't want hair growth on my face, though. I use synthetic Valvoline. Me too. Pennzoil 454 on my face. It keeps me hard body. You know what I mean? You guys are funny. Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to SXP 69? It was like the hottest coin of the game. Or SPX 6900, was it? Right. Did it really get beat? No. The one on Wrapped ETH? Yeah, that was it. Oh, here it is right here. I was about to say, like, it had a big market cap. You know, it's higher than it used to be. You know, that's all I gotta say. It may not be completely dead yet. Meme coins, you never know. That looks like it did lose a trend line though. And people might just be like, you know what? If Bitcoin goes on a tear and people sell altcoins for Bitcoin, they might just keep, you know, selling off. Yeah. What up, Kuzakin? OG's in the house, man. Pepe is also still higher than it used to be. Yeah, there you go. Just eat and don't worry and you will stay young inside. Just eat good and don't worry and you will stay young inside and out. Amen. Amen. Took profits from Ohm, put them in GMFI. Where do you see Ohm going from here? That's a good question. I like that question. I like that. Let's take a look at Ohm, Mantra DAO. It's the only thing that looked like it was going to do some damage, right? So I put out in that little flag again. They dolphin dipped for the stop and then ripped it to the upside. Looks like it's going to continue. My target is at 9 cents. So I see Ohm ripping, and we put it out down here. You could still be in the trade. I put out a 360 in the trading group, and it was one of the only things that was hot back in the time. And without Bitcoin's, even with Bitcoin dumping, this thing's still pretty hot. So your skin looks nice, Sam. Whatever you're doing is good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Damn, we just need a Bitcoin. Is that kind of gay though? Nah, I'm just joking. And again, if someone is gay, we don't mind. I don't care your personal preference. I'm open-minded to all people in all walks of life. We love you. Okay? I do like the nuclear family, and I like, you know, I think it's awesome when people are family men and have good families and strong families, but I don't hate and discriminate on anyone. If you love everyone and you want to change the world and, you know, you believe that cryptocurrency is amazing and you want to become a crypto lifer, I do not discriminate. I want to make that clear. We love you no matter what. And I may joke around, I may have some fun, but I never want to hurt anybody's feelings in all walks of life. We appreciate you all. All people, man. Positive here all the time, no matter what. Mangosteen for nicer skin. Interesting. He said P. Diddy would recommend baby oil. That's a good one. That's pretty funny. Poryoko, don't explain yourself so much. We love you, Brody. Thank you. I just never know, and I don't want to offend crypto lifers. You know what I mean? They may love me, and then tonight they're like, "Oh man, that's who he is. I thought he was a good dude." Crazy how people can flip on you over just a couple things. It's happened to me many times on the stream. Yeah. Shout out to God is Love. Noise. He's like, I'm gay, and it's all right, man. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna stop. Love everyone. That's simple. 100%. You want to just raise your frequency. If you don't like anybody, you're using a piece of yourself not to like something. And that's taking away from a positive energy that could be attracting good positive frequency. So you gotta love, you want to be full of love, you want to be positive, because and when anyone says I hate this, I don't like that, I'm always like, dang man, they just robbed themselves of frequency. See, I'm gaining frequency at all times. I'm using all my own body's energy to attract more higher frequency. So the momentum of today will be higher than tomorrow. A year from now, my frequency will be expanded to a point where I won't even believe how high it is, because I'm going to be adding to it every day. You could think I'm crazy, nuts, I don't care. But I know I'm in a better place than I was last year, and I know the same thing's going to happen next year, and it's because of this momentum stream that I'm on. And I know alcohol takes it down immediately the second you sip it. So I stay away from it because I want my frequency to expand. I know you think I'm nuts. I know you think I'm a bit crazy, but this is what I'm doing. And I love you. I want you to all honor and respect me, but I do not care what people think about me. You know what I mean? I don't live and die by what people think about me. You know, the thing is, people care, right? Yeah, I get it. But like today, yesterday, the Jim Rohn's talk, he was talking about nobody cares. And it's kind of sad, but he's like, nobody cares. Like, do people care if I hit 100,000 subscribers? I'm sure there's people out there that are going to care, all right? But at the end of the day, if I hit 100,000 subscribers or not, you're going to put your pants on, you know, and there's a lot of people that aren't in my trading group that don't know me, and whether I hit 100K or not, they're going to put their pants on the next day and move on. You see what I mean? The point is, it matters to me, And Jim Rohn was saying to have goals that matter so much to you and realize that the rest of the world is there, but and he says that and they're not going to care about you. Like nobody cares. And he says because everyone's waiting for everyone to notice you. And I used to do that too. Like, oh, I have all these talents. One day people are going to notice how talented I am. You know, I just need to meet the right person. I just need to wait for the right scenario. He said that scenario never comes. That time never comes. He says 90% of the world is waiting to be discovered. Is waiting for someone to find them. Is waiting for it to happen to them. But it doesn't happen like that. You need to make it happen. Like someone was going to pick me out of my house, put a suit on me, and tell me I was a great announcer and give me an awesome job. Now, it may happen to be down the road. Someone may see how much I've done for YouTube and be like, wow, that guy was so consistent. He did 1,000 shows straight. We could easily give him a contract, and I'm sure he'd do pretty well. And he doesn't use profanity. He stays on topic. Most of the time. The point is, there's a chance that something comes of it because of consistency over time, right? But no one's going to give it to you. The world will eventually see your consistency and they will respect you for it. But nobody owes you a damn thing. A dang thing, I should say. Not a damn thing, but a dang thing. And Jim Rohn was talking about that, and he said that it's up to you to believe in yourself and to go after your dreams. Kids got moxie over here. I am who I am. Bottom line, I am. Amen. If you love and respect yourself, you love and respect others. It's all about balance. I love that. I llove that. So I see this continuing on the daily. It has legs. It's just crossing the dotted line. 15-minute, when in doubt, flag it out. The 15-minute is Sid's way. And again, it's waiting to see what Bitcoin does. Everyone's waiting on Bitcoin's move. Bitcoin gets a pump. This thing is guan. Guan, baby, guan. It's a guan. But this thing could be guan. And just boom, boom, boom. Let's take a look at CPOOL. You did enough. You said it one more time, though. You are spamming. But I like what you're seeing here for CPOOL, and I see it too. A bit of an ascending triangle. I mean, you're right. Looking for CPOOL to do some damage here. You're either a crypto lifer who uses my exact sauce, or you're just, you know your TA because you're spot on here. This looks good to me. I like the point of control that you're above. That's saying something. 1 hour time frame has legs. It will get above the 200 MA and boom. Once it gets above the 200, a big pump could come. CPOOL looks good to me. It does. And soon we're going to start getting, altcoin calls left and right. Now, just be careful. The first batch, when I get heavy into altcoins, may not go as well as when we start to get really, I haven't been posting. I'm using your exact sauce. Shout out to Hassan Haj, man. Well, you're on point. That's an inverted head and shoulder. It's the ascending triangle with the higher low. Again, we could get rejected at dump. It could bear flag us here in dump. But, so far so good. Look at the 2 hour time frame. Some bearish divvy there. But, I'm more bullish than bearish on that idea. I like CPOOL right here. He got the sauce. There's too many coins at this point. If we get big returns, sure, but not that much. Things are speeding up for everyone in this new unfolding paradigm. They really are, Jamal. Coming at me fast, man. It's like, you know what I did? You know what I did is, and I'm going to teach you guys. So, but like I drew this. Anyway, I drew the house I wanted to buy that I put it under my pillow, you know, the sketch under my pillow, and I wrote the address, and all night I meditated on it, and I just knew when I woke up that my offer would get accepted, and it was gonna go. I sketched the house out three-dimensionally to the best of my abilities. It was better than this, you know, but pretty, you know, and then I put it under my pillow and I went to sleep with the image of the house underneath my head, you know, and I was like, bang, you know, like it's gonna happen. Like there's no way, like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Whole market looks like it's about to blow. Let's just take it one step at a time, but things don't look too bad, do they? They look okay. We could start to be getting a move here, but let's just not get, I don't want to. Let's wait for confirmations. Let's see 200 Mays. All right. Yo, the house has a pool too, everyone. It has a pool, like, and it was the only house under the price that I got it for with a pool, like in the entire area that I got. I'm sitting here just like, I'm in a state of shock right now. Me and my wife are like, really? I just love being a dad and spending the time with my daughter. That means, yeah, today I spent the entire day with my kids at the beach. Then when we got home, we go into the pool through the back door, so we don't even have to bring any sand into the house. We hang out in the pool together in the jacuzzi for a couple hours, you know. Then I got ready for the show, and my kids probably went to bed now, and I'll see them in the morning. But it was just, what a day, man. It was just such a beautiful day to be alive. And 82 degrees here in sunny Florida. One of the most beautiful days I've ever lived in my life, honestly. So I don't want to brag, everybody, but I dreamed of moving to Florida, and I did it. If you dream of moving somewhere and you want to be there, go there. Stop putting yourself through, you know, live your dreams. You only live for so long. I kept saying, I'm going to move to Florida. I'm going to move to Florida. Now, again, my parents, I went through a lot. My dad died. I didn't want to leave my mom alone. Then my mom died, and I said, you know what? I'm free. And I was living in the parents that I had grown up with, that I'd moved in when I was 8 or 9 with my parents. And so I was even sleeping in the room that my dad and mom slept in. And it was kind of like on top of me. You know, the feeling, the pain, the energy of their life was on me. And I wanted to move somewhere new to be free and go to Florida and just be free, you know, and start anew, do something different, be somewhere different, meet new people, shake off the pain. And it really did help, man. It really did help. Honestly, it's more than The Secret. It's the law of detachment. It's 33. There's so much to it. There's using your brain to basically shrink time and space to pull in what you desire faster into your life. It's like it can happen like this. Like the universe can hand you what you need immediately. I can't explain it. Money can come from nowhere out of somehow in so many ways. Yeah, God put you in the pit before he makes you launch high. Amen. Yeah. I dreamed of Cali, left home at 17, came here and still here. It's great to do what you were driven to do. Amen. Shout out to Arthur Crypto. I love you. Sage, you're awesome. You're one of the real ones. I love you. It's about training the mind to turn negatives into positives all the time, constantly, every single time. It started for me when I went to Las Vegas, I think 3 years ago now. And you know, the internet was off, and I couldn't do my stream, and someone said, hey, I know Sin City Crypto, I'm gonna hit them up, and they ended up letting me use their studio, and I ended up turning that negative into a positive. They let me do their show. Then I ended up getting on their show for the day. I got more exposure. I met new friends. Things started to go. We went out to dinner that night. It was just an awesome time. I really enjoyed myself. All right. I'm not crying. You're crying. I know, right? Shout out to Franco Ruiz. Hey, Crypto Lifer, this winter's been brutal for me mentally and physically. Your energy and positivity help me push forward every day. Thank you for everything you do. Much love and respect, Franco. The fact that you wrote this lets me know that you're on the right path, that your mindset is better than 90% of the world right now, man. And you understand that you are in control and that you're ready to push yourself to the limit. So, Franco, It may have been brutal for you mentally and physically, but that was God giving you strength, man. I prayed to God for problems. He gave me more. I prayed to God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger. If God didn't love you, you would have had an easy winter, and it would have been brutal, and it would have been easy on your mind and easy on your physical body, and you wouldn't have learned a dang thing, would you? When it's easy, when water just doesn't have to figure out a way around nothing, it's not, but water has to find a creative way around something. You're just like water. You hit a roadblock, it's time to move. This brutal time for you is probably the greatest thing that ever happened to you, and I'm sorry to say, and maybe it's some things I don't even know about. I don't mean to judge. You may look back and be like, Sam, you don't even know what you're saying. And maybe I don't. But what I do know is the hardest times in my life created the best moments ever. And I believe you're on that same path. You're a crypto lifer. Reading this lets me know your frequency is high. I mean, to me, you're graduating with success, man. Like, this tells me that you're nailing it. It's actually the complete opposite of kind of how you may have read it, but you're doing amazing, my friend. And may God bless you. You're doing absolutely amazing. You're on the right way. Yeah, water doesn't think, it just adapts. Yeah, you see, Paul, that means you listened to the Jim Rohn video, I think yesterday morning, because that was the what he said in it, and that means you're on Paul, man. And we have so many people together listening to these videos. Mindset is huge, and we have a group of over thousands of people putting their mind together. The worst and hardest things in my life, looking back for the biggest blessings, and God protecting me from myself. Amen. 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 Is Bitcoin going to 75K? Anything is possible, J Tabula. Anything is possible. All right. Right now we're at 97,450, just kind of, hanging around here. But it does look like it's going to dump, right? These ascending triangles mainly do dump. But let's see, maybe we don't have the, they try to dump all day and they just keep reversing it. So Monday is also a holiday, right? I believe it's a banking holiday. Your kids have off of school. Is it like President's Day? Isn't that what it is? Is that? I believe George Washington's birthday. That's what it is. George Washington's birthday. Now, I don't think that third Monday in February. Yeah, so that is George Washington's birthday. But I believe the markets will be open. I just want to make sure. No, Washington's birthday. Yeah. The markets will be closed on Washington's birthday. Yeah. So that will affect the markets, and that could manipulate Bitcoin too with lower liquidity. So watch out, and that's going to affect our trading week next week, because it's going to make false move Monday come on Tuesday, because we won't have the liquidity run, and that's going to flip it to Wednesday, which will mess up our Tuesday, Wednesday trades, which will create Thursday, and then so next week's going to be it's going to be sticky too as well. Let's also get ready for the week ahead and see what's happening, because tomorrow, we can start looking at our calendar and see what we got to kind of pay attention to, right? Okay, so Monday comes in hot, nothing crazy. We have FOC, we have M members speaking. Nothing in at 8:30 though, nothing too crazy. Tuesday comes in hot. Canada does their CPI and all that fun stuff, but nothing for us. All right. Wednesday comes in, and we do have building permits and housing starts. It might have a little bit of a ruckus. Some FOMC minutes too. The minutes, when they get published, sometimes create a little move, but nothing crazy. And then, more yada, yada, yada. We do have unemployment claims coming in again on Thursday. That will rock the market. So write that down, Thursday, 8 a.m., or put a sticky on your screen, because you will forget Thursday. And we would like to see this higher than lower, but you know, last time it was higher, we didn't get the pump, so we'll see what happens. But it should be higher, and if it's higher, then it should be good for risk on assets. But so Thursday 8:30 is the big thing. We want to see unemployment claims, and that's going to be coming out Thursday at 8:30. And it's going to be a tough week of trading. I'm telling you right now. I'm already, because we're going to get a bank holiday. So just take it by stride, one day at a time, one step at a time, and we'll see where this goes. Everybody, I gave you the coins that I think are the hottest. We went over so much tonight. We had a blast. I felt really good about tonight's stream, and I really like seeing each and every one of you. You guys are keeping me positive, guys and girls, everybody out here. You're keeping me positive, keeping me believing that this channel will succeed and continue to run. There's awesome people that are helping me and believing in me. $135 in chat revenue on a slow Saturday night. You people are absolutely amazing. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. I posted a lot of different ideas to the trading group. All right, so pay attention to what we looked at. We looked at a bunch of different things. Again, I don't want to be going too hard on altcoins, and it does look like Bitcoin's going. I have to say, the probability is we're going to drop. I do have to say that. So be careful, pay attention, and have a good day. Everyone, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. As these markets are slow and there's not amazing things, do spend time with your kids and your family. When the market rips again, we're going to be spending 5, 6, 7, 18 hours a day just ripping these coins. So remember, it gets crazy when the market gets crazy. Take advantage of some of these downtimes while you can before it starts to rip up again, because it will. All right. And when the market starts to rip again, it's going to happen so fast that people that aren't paying attention aren't going to be there, and they're going to miss out. But it is what it is. So I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful, awesome, amazing live stream, probably around 9 o'clock. Take my daughter for a bike ride, and then about 9:15, 9:30, we'll be live. And we'll nail it. We usually do like a half an hour stream. It's a lot quicker on Sunday mornings. And we'll be back at it Sunday night for the weekly candle close. And we round trip us back to Monday, and we do it again like we do every single week, every single year now on this channel without a day off. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll catch you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. You can, you will. You are the best. And I thank you so much for your viewership, your support, your super chats, your comments, and the love. The love is the most important. The guy said, wow, never checked Litecoin for me after giving super chats. That's just not right. You're lying. I have to be honest. We went over Litecoin. We went over Litecoin in depth, actually, like exclusively, hardcore. I went over Litecoin. I spent a lot of time on it, actually, and it's documented. So for you to say that is so rude and horrible. So I would like you to come back to the stream and say, I'm so sorry, because I did do Litecoin. I did it. I can actually go back to the stream and prove it to you right now if you want me to, because it's documented. I'm not trying to be irritable, but I don't like when people say things to me that aren't true, and I don't like when people call me out for doing things that I did do, because I'm super thorough, and I did do Litecoin. I did Litecoin very, very thoroughly. For you to say that I did not do Litecoin is disrespectful, rude, and hurtful. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you all tomorrow. You are forgiven. You said sorry. May God bless you, my man. And I'll never talk about it again. Thank you so much. Yeah, just don't, try not to call me out. I mean, hey, I've done it too. We're all human. Have a great night. God bless you.